Hi everyone and welcome to Calm Creations Crafttube Flosstube. My name is Tia. Today I thought I would do a little video showing how I'm going to make my spool slash bobbin for my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery down the garden path. So some of the ladies have beautiful vintage wooden bobbins that they're using. There's a place on Etsy that you can buy them. If I remember, I'll link it down below, but I thought I would make my own. So I've got this wooden tube, cardboard tube, and I've cut out some bits of batting. So that's going to go there on the top, and then another piece with some cardboard for the bottom. So that's going to be my spool. So what I thought I'd do today is draw out sort of a title page, I suppose, of how I'm going to decorate the top of the spool, because the piece is going to be, and excuse my arm, I've still got my dressing gown on because the temperature has dropped here in Australia. We're finally getting some beautiful autumn weather. So it's going to be wrapped around the spool like that. So I don't really need to do an awful lot to this part. I'm going to cover it in calico, but I'm going to do the top of the spool, decorate the top part, sort of like a title page, I suppose. So I thought we would have a go at doing that today. So I've got my piece of cardboard. I'm going to just draw the general circle shape, and then that's going to be my title page. So I was thinking I could do, like this piece, I could do, you know, half grass and half sky up the top and embellish it like my garden path, or I could do a circular something, but I don't know. I'm sort of leaning towards the half and half. So that would be the grass, and then I could decorate with something in the garden path. So what I'm going to do is get some calico somewhere. Oh, I have to show you these things I bought. So this was out of the remnant bin at work, and it's this huge big piece of hessian that I thought I could use for slow stitching. So that was that. So it's always a good idea to have a look in the remnants bins at your local spotlights, because there's always something useful in there that you could use. And the other thing that I got was, you have to excuse the noise, is a trim bag. So this was $5, but it's got all these, you know, you don't know what you're going to get, but I got all these trims. So these can all be used with some black. I don't know when I'd use the black, but all sorts of treasures in there that could become useful in your slow stitching. Right, calico. Where is it? Hopefully that piece is big enough. Now it has to be big enough to wrap around, yeah, wrap around there. So that's my piece that I'll use. Put those away. Okay, so what I need to do is probably iron that. That would probably be a good start, but where's my pen? Right, so that is my base of where I can decorate, and then it's going to have a little bit more on the sides to sew under. Okay, so how I've been doing my rolling hills and my sky is I've been using this pack of Moda charm squares, and I've just been pulling out the blues and the greens and using those to create the base for my stitching. So we do that again. That's a very pale green, isn't it? So we use one of those as our grass, and then we'll do a light blue sky. Okay, so 2 of those, and then, oh look, they only just fit. They only just fit there. Okay. May have to go in the perimeter of the circle just a little bit to that will work, won't it? I think so. Let's do that. Let's just do it. Can you see that? Yes. So that's my green grass and my blue sky. So let's cut those out. And then get those invisible stitched down. And we can start decorating our title page. So I don't know if I'll do a tree or so that will go there, that will go there. I'll move that paper. We can come back to that if I need to draw anything. So there we go, that's that bit. So that's what I've got to work in. That's my little space. Now what? Okay, let's invisible stitch that down. We will find some threads. Move that there. beads out of the way. We'll come back to those. I need these. Which green is it? Okay, it is that one. And that one. Okay. Do the grass first. What we'll do is we'll pin that into place. Bring my mat in. Okay, so I have invisible stitched all of that down, and what I was thinking next is I'm going to put my name coming down here, so the name of the project, which is Down the Garden Path. So I thought I'd just write that in, and then I can embroider it. So we're going to go do it up a bit higher. Down the garden down the garden path, and we'll go dot dot dot. Okay, so I think I'll do that in a back stitch, but what colour? Maybe in a red so it stands out. Let's try that. That's not going to get me very far. Maybe I will. I'll try that. Probably won't last very long, but where's my needle? So today is Thursday, the 13th of April, and my shifts this week, I'm on late shifts, so that means I start a bit later than I do on the other week. So I don't start today till 2:30, so I'll be doing the late night tonight, which is not too bad. That wasn't very straight to start with, was it, Tia? So let's try that again. It's not normally too busy on a Thursday night, so I will take my laptop to work and I'll be able to do a bit of my study, which is good. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and back stitch this in, and I will come back. Okay, so I have stitched my words down the garden path, and what I was thinking I could do is do a blanket stitch around the outside. So let's do that, and I'm going to use a white perle cotton, and it is number 8. So need a needle, which would be, where is it? I think it's that one. So let's do that. What I was just thinking was that I can use this space to possibly add one of the prompts. So I could do my veggie garden on here, I could do the garden bench or the garden chairs, so this just gives me a bit more space to add possibly another prompt, but we'll see how we go. If I just do a tiny little blanket stitch all the way around the outside, probably gone and got my thread way too long. That will, how do I do, I can never remember how to start this. That will, yeah, give me a bit of extra space if I need it. How do I do this? I can't remember. Oh, I think it's like that. Start on that edge. Do I? I don't know. Is that being caught under there? There we go. Do I go over there? Fix that one when we come, but I'm going to chop some of this off, it's way too long. Okay, so I'll go all the way around here and then I will see you back here soon. Okay, so I'm just working my way around in blanket stitch and I'm just about come to the beginning again, and I thought I'll put the camera back on and away we go. So I think in the, was it the last video? Yeah, I think it was the last video. I talked about our little dog who was going in to have emergency surgery. So we got her in the next day down at our local vet, and she was there for the day. And so surgery went extremely well. It turns out she had a tumour, which they think was a hormonal tumour. So that was good, and it was surgery went super well, and she's bounced back to normal. It's been, yeah, a week today. And I mean literally bounced back. She, you know, she's a foxy Jack Russell, so that's what they do. They bounce. And she's now finished all her medication, and yeah, so, and when they did her blood, so that when they did her blood work, they can tell from the blood results if there's any underlying possible problems, and you know, they can check for kidney disease and liver disease and things like that. And they had to double check her paperwork for her age, because she's nearly 18. They said her blood work came back better than perfect, because they couldn't believe it, you know, with a dog of her age not having any complications. So that was good to hear. So yes, she's now back to normal. We've got to go back on Monday for post-op checkup. So that's first thing Monday morning, because it's my week 3 days off starting Friday night. So after work on Friday, I'll bring Spencer home and yeah, have a couple of days with him, and so that'll be good. Right, now here's that weird little trying to start stitch that I can never do. So if I put one in there to make that look like that, and then if I come up under there and then put another little one in there. I always struggle to start with blanket stitch. Okay, let's finish that off. What else has been happening since I last spoke? Yep, so we had Easter. My son, bless his cotton socks, he says to me, "Mum, am I an adult?" And I said, well, in some cases you would be classed as an adult, because you're allowed to get your learner license, and you know, and he says, oh, okay. I said, why? He said, well, do we still get Easter eggs? I said, yes. Yes, son, you still get Easter eggs. That's what he was worried about, that he wasn't going to get Easter eggs anymore. Flow stitching. So, right, that is that. Now what's next? I don't know what's next. I'm thinking I want to do a tree, maybe a cherry blossom tree, that will come over with a swing and a little girl sitting on the swing. So how are we going to do that? I think I need to draw it. So if I do my tree trunk coming down here somehow, and then a whole lot of branches that are coming off, and then some sort of branch coming over that will allow me to stitch in a swing. Even if it doesn't have a girl on it, I don't know. seems a bit, yeah, that I think will work. Okay, let's have a go at that. I don't even know what a cherry blossom tree looks like. I'll have to find one for reference. So, where is some threads? Oh, and I got these too. Look at these. These are going to be fun for... These are buttons. And that one is called Bird Brain. And they're all crazy faces. And I got these little mushrooms and flowers. Shroom with a view. They're quite fun. And then I got these little gardening ones with a little spade and a little watering can and a hose. So I thought I could use those for something in my stitching. Right, brown. Okay. Let's start stitching some sort of tree trunk. Or should I use that hessian? That's going to fray like crazy. I have got a little bit of this ticking. Maybe I could use that. Will that maroon clash with the pink of the cherry blossoms? I think it will. But let's cut a bit of this hessian and use that. Right, let's find some old scissors. The only thing with this is it's going to fray like mad, but if I cut it along there, go that way. Hold on, I'll be there in a sec. Okay, right. That could be the tree trunk. See, I like that. Okay, scissors. Where did I just put those? Is it going to go? I need that round shape. And my pen. Don't know if that's going to draw on there. Is that going to work? Sort of. Okay. Can't even see where it's gone now. But that's okay because I'll be able to manipulate that in. Okay. Yeah, see, it's going to fray like crazy. If I go there, and then just cut that on an angle so that I can still see my words. Goes about there, and then I can do some branches coming off. so I'll have to stitch that down, but I like that there. So I'll have to find a thread in that sort of colour because that's going to be too dark. I'll have to go have a dig through my embroidery threads. Okay, stay there. Okay, right, let's scrap that, well, not scrap it completely, but change that a little bit. So I've drawn a little girl on a swing, which I thought could go in the middle, and then do the tree around her or a branch or something. But what I need is plug this in. Put that there. 3. Okay. That's got to go. Don't even know if I can see that. Not really. Is that on the book? Yep. Okay. Right. Well, we're just going to draw it onto the fabric. So, get that out of the way. Right, let's draw our little girl. Okay. So, do her in the centre. Draw the about probably a bit wider, but that's alright. And then go across there. That can go up a bit higher. And do a little head there. Shoulders and come down, and then her arm going up there. So that's got to come in there a bit. And down, and there's her arm going up. She'll be holding on to the swing there, and then we will do her waist coming in, her elbow, and then skirt there, and then we can do the base of the swing up there. That needs to probably come down a little bit, but we can stitch her in and see what she... Okay, is that straight? Not really, but that's what I'm thinking. And then I could probably still have that there as the tree trunk, and then I have some of this wool which I could use for, you know, branches above the tree, well, from the tree, that will hold the swing. So, oops, that there, that's sort of there as branches. Needs to be down lower, doesn't it? sec. I will turn that on. And we'll bring it down a bit lower, I think. I think we want it to about here for the bottom of the swing. Okay. Right. Iron that off. Move that out of the way. I'll keep that bottom line there because that's our guide. Right. So that needs to go across there a bit straighter. And then those are the... Okay, now let's draw her in again. There's a little skirt. And that's her waist. And some details on her skirt. And we'll go that way. And up to her arms. There's her elbows going up. Shoulders, which will come down there and go up there, shoulder down there and up there, and her neck, and a little head. Okay, so it's the back of her is what you're going to see. So that's got to go up there and up there. And there. Okay, right, then that will go there, and then those will be some possible branches, and then we're going to need something over here, but we will figure that out. But I will leave you there for today, and I will carry on stitching, and next time when I come back hopefully we'll have a bit more progress, and we'll have our little title page, and there'll be some wildflowers and all sorts of things happening in the grass of this title page. So I hope you enjoyed my crazy thought process. Until next time, I will see you all again soon. Thanks, bye.